I'm at the Ducks versus Penguins game, and you're watching Post to Post.
Hello and welcome to Post, the channel where we discuss all things hockey and all teams. And due to the recent Marchand suspension, I thought I would do a little bit of due diligence and research and go back to 2009 up until now and look at all of the suspensions. Okay. Every single suspension in the NHL since 2009. I wrote down every single name, and then I put down how, so for every suspension, I put a tick next to their name, and I added them all up, so I know who has been suspended the most times since 2009. Yeah. And you already know who was suspended the most. Brad Marchand.
Right.
Yeah, right. I said that in the podcast.
We did a podcast about that.
So he's been suspended 6 times.
Okay.
You gonna write this down?
Yeah.
Okay. He's been suspended 6 individual times since 2009. That's more than anyone, and it's not just more than anyone. It's 2 more than the next most suspended person, who is sitting at 4. Do you know who they are? I think I might have told you one of them.
You did, and
you were surprised.
I was, but I wasn't surprised enough to remember.
Jeez. Ovechkin.
Oh, right. Yes. Yeah.
So Ovechkin has 4. There's 2 more with 4. You guys can play along at home and try and guess.
Give me a team.
He used to play for Montreal, but he never played a game for Montreal, and now he plays for a different team.
Cashin?
Yep, Cassian.
Oh, yeah.
And this player has played for Philadelphia, Boston, Arizona, and I think one other, but I can't remember. And has been suspended this year.
Nathan Horton? No, he wasn't.
No.
I have flashbacks.
Ronaldo.
Oh, okay.
So he's at 4 as well.
Okay.
And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players who have been suspended 3 times.
Jeez.
You can try and name them in your head right now. You want to guess any?
I don't think I
Really?
Well, I don't want to waste the viewers' time.
All right. Well, I'll go through them name by name, and you can say
surprised or not
surprised or not. Yes.
All right.
Kachuk.
Not surprised.
And he's only been in the league 2 years.
Yeah, only surprised because he's so young.
Yeah.
But not surprised knowing what I know and seeing what I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kadri.
Not surprised. I'm surprised it's only 3.
Shen.
Oh, surprised.
Yeah, I was surprised too, actually.
Yeah, surprised.
Andrew Shaw. I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised. He's on the edge. I didn't think he would have had 3 suspensions, though.
One was for calling a ref the F word, I believe.
Oh. Well, that'll do it.
The other one, the most recent one, was for Montreal at the beginning of last season, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think he slew-footed someone, maybe. And I can't remember what his original one was, but it was with Chicago, his first one. Duncan Keith.
Surprised.
Surprised as well.
Quite surprised, actually.
Yes, he got suspended last year. I can't remember what it was for. I think we did a video on it. 3 times. James Neal.
Not surprised.
Not surprised either.
Not surprised.
Yeah. Matt Martin.
Not surprised.
Not surprised. No.
Is he any better now that he's with Toronto?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I think he had a phase, right? When he was with Pittsburgh, he was
with the Islanders.
Oh, sorry. Well, that was a big phase then. I thought he was with Pittsburgh.
He's really improved his game quite a bit.
Yeah.
Actually, he fits in really nice in Toronto.
Yeah. Okay, that's good for him.
He still plays the tough guy role, but
yeah.
And the last person on this list, Gabriel Landeskog.
Really?
Yes. I was surprised. I knew he got suspended last year.
Wow.
But I didn't remember the other 2 suspensions. So, yeah. Interesting.
And that's all with the Avalanche, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the only team he's played for so far, is it not? Or?
To my knowledge, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, because it's not common for a European player, I wouldn't think, would you? To have disciplinary problems like that?
Oh, I mean, no. I look at Zetterberg, and there's so much class from those countries and stuff. I think it's pretty rare to see it. International players on this list.
Yeah, like I've seen Zdeno Chara lose his, rocker a few times.
Surprisingly, I think he was only suspended once in the past.
So it's not that it's unheard of, but typically Scandinavian players are all about speed and skill and finesse, like you say. To see a Swede
Yeah.
get
Yeah,
suspended
quite
3
shocking.
times. That is
One of them was questionable. I don't think he should have been suspended for
Yeah.
one of his incidents, but
when you did your research, did you notice? It's kind of hard to tell, but from 2009 till now, fewer suspensions as time has gone on, or more, or longer?
that's a good question, actually. From, I think, 2009 to 2012, it was pretty low.
Mm-hmm.
But from 2012 to 2015, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, I think that
There
must
were
be
so
due to
many
the,
suspensions.
the headshot thing, probably is some of it.
Yeah, it was either the year before or the year after the recent half-season lockout kind of thing.
Yep.
I can't remember which one, the year before or year after, but there was an unbelievable amount of suspensions. Like, if you look at last year and all the suspensions, there was twice, maybe 3 times more suspensions back in this year. I think it was 13 or 14, the year 13 or 14, something like that.
Because the NHL's disciplinary structure has changed over time. Right
Yeah.
now, it's Jorge Perroso, I think, is the main
Yeah, it was
guy.
Stefan Quintel, and then
Stefan
it was
Keith,
Shanahan.
before that. And it's funny, Perroso, of all people, to be the discipline guy, because he was a
Yeah.
knuckle man for Montreal and
Yeah.
other teams. He was kind of a, I won't say a goon, but close to it, I guess.
Yeah, he liked to get rough.
And Quintal was more of a finesse defenseman. You know, he was a
He
good
played
player.
he played a hard game, but yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
but he wasn't known to be a vicious or anything. I'm surprised with a few of them, and I'm surprised a few of them aren't more. I think if Tkachuk gets one more,
If he gets one more, that's 4 in 2 years.
yeah, and we've seen his brother now playing in the junior tournament. I think it was right.
Is that his brother?
I think it is. I might be wrong, but he plays the same kind of game.
He's good,
He's
and
very good.
so is that Kachuk.
Yeah, like that's
That's the thing. They get to the line, and then they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't see the line. They don't see the same line that everyone else sees.
Yeah.
And they cross it, and we're like, oh crap, there's a line there.
And I know this is a bit of a topic switch, but it all started with Brad Marchand. And you did your video a couple of days ago on your impression from the All-Star game.
Right.
And I have to, not because you're my son, I have to agree with your perception of his involvement in the All-Star game.
Oh, I thought you might disagree.
No, I agree. Like I hated the fact he was there. I don't think he
Yeah,
should have
he
been
shouldn't have
there,
been there.
but he played it so well when he was there. He had fun with the fans. He faked that injury, and the pirate hat in the dressing room. All those things. It kind of is endearing, which I hate to say and I hate to feel. And I guess you and I share that feeling as well. I don't know.
Do you think he gets suspended again? Not necessarily this year, but I mean in his career. He's been suspended 6 times.
I think there's a wiring problem between his ears that can't be fixed. So I'm going to say yes.
It goes to the saying, fool me once, shame on you, fool me
Yeah.
twice, shame on me, or whatever it goes.
Now, I'm not a psychiatric professional or a psychologist, but in my previous job, I was exposed to a lot of medical textbooks because we did adjudication for claims of various kinds of injuries, including psychological injuries.
Where's
And-
this going?
Well, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual is set up by the American Psychiatric Association, and it used to, up until this latest one, used to break down different psychiatric issues into things that happen to you versus things you're born with. Right? Okay. That's where I'm going. There's actually an end to this.
Okay.
Somebody can be healthy psychiatrically until they see, a horrifying event. They may have then recurring problems from that, nightmares, dreams, hypervigilance, whatever. And those are Axis 1 things. Axis 1 are things that happen to you, that break you, or at least injure you. Axis 2 is stuff that's kind of in you already. You're born with it, with a propensity of some kind.
Which he would have.
And I'm thinking that Brad Marchand, I'm not diagnosing anybody, but there are sometimes things you can control and sometimes things you can't. And I think his ability to control those impulses is impaired.
I agree.
I don't think it can be fixed.
I think he gets suspended for the 7th time. I don't know when it'll be. It might be 4 years from now.
It might be a while.
But he's going to get suspended
Yeah.
at least one more time.
Yeah.
Probably a couple more times because he doesn't seem to learn the lesson. So I'm going to say 100% he gets suspended again sometime during his career in the next however long.
Yeah, there's no money on the table here. I hope we're wrong.
Oh, totally, yeah.
I really hope we're wrong. I hope he has. I hope I'm incorrect.
And that's what's so frustrating about this entire thing, because he doesn't need to do that crap.
He's so talented.
He's one of the most gifted wingers in the National Hockey League. I don't think there's a left winger that's more gifted. Like maybe Johnny Gaudreau is probably right there, but
It's
other
amazing.
than that,
And if I read The Athletic correctly, Arpin Basu did a column on how Claude Julien, when he was with Boston in 2011, 2012, whenever it was, he decided to take a chance on Marchand and put him up onto an elite scoring line
right?
with Bergeron. And it worked. Because prior to that, he was the agitator, the Andrew Shaw kind of person on Boston. And he shone, and he's shone ever since, except these lapses that he has.
Yeah.
And who knows how many other players out there would also have the ability to show how great they are if they were just given the chance.
Yeah, it's funny because we're Montreal Canadiens fans. We can see that in Nicolas Delaurier.
Yeah.
Because he was been put up on the top line.
Yeah.
He still plays a physical, hard game.
Yeah.
But scores goals, gets assists. He's producing offensively. He's a fast skater for a big guy.
He is.
It's pretty interesting actually that Julien took that risk and
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Delaurier.
totally.
And Dale Weiss is not quite the same story, but a few years back when Montreal got Dale Weiss, they decided to play him at a level likely higher than you would put him in if you were doing fantasy hockey or something.
Yeah.
And he did well.
Yeah, he did really well.
And they were starting to call him the Dutch Gretzky.
Yeah, the Dutch Gretzky.
Because he was, punching way above his weight, which is a cliche I hate to use, but
Because he played in the Dutch league, and he just his point production was so far ahead of everyone else. They called him the Dutch Gretzky. I believe that's where he got the nickname.
I just thought Weiss was a Dutch name, but I like your story better.
Oh.
I hope it's true.
Well, I think someone told me that. Maybe it's not true. I don't know.
I don't know. I just,
Anyways, thanks for the discussion. Appreciate it.
yeah, I enjoyed it.
Thanks, guys, for watching. If you are new here, hope you can hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. And we'll see you in the next one. Adios.